Hello and welcome to my next video. Today we'll be covering cryptocurrency. I'll just give a bigger beginner guide on what cryptocurrency is and my thoughts about it. Let's begin. What is cryptocurrency? At its core, cryptocurrency is digital money that lives on the internet. Unlike regular money, it's not issued by governments or controlled by banks. It's decentralized. Nobody owns it. Instead, transactions are verified by a network of computers using blockchain technology. Bitcoin was the first cryptocurrency launched in 2009, and now there are thousands. You could use crypto to buy things, send money across the world, or even earn interest without needing a bank. Each transaction is secure, transparent, and recorded on a public ledger. Some people see it as the future of money, others see it as a risky investment. But one thing's for sure, crypto is changing how we think about finance. So whether you're curious, skeptical, or ready to dive in, it's a space worth exploring. Here are some crypto use cases of some of the biggest cryptocurrencies out there. Obviously, you must have heard of Bitcoin. It's basically the equivalency of the gold reserve. It's very stable in terms of cryptocurrency. Recently, USA mortgage application assessments are going to be considering Bitcoin and potentially as a form of payment as well for mortgages. There'll be micropayments with bitcoins, and it's already being used as primary currency for underdeveloped countries. You can see many underdeveloped countries, such as El Salvador, purchasing large amounts of bitcoins. Then we have Ethereum, which I'm hoping you've also heard of. Some of the use cases in the past have been for NFTs and digital ownership. NFTs are non fungible tokens. Basically, you receive a code and you own something on the internet. Now, with the development of AI, you can see how this could be useful to really validate the source of information, videos, images, memes, whatnot on the internet. Um, Solana has very low transaction fees, very fast speeds, also contains NFTs. It's used in gamings and also used to trade meme coins, which I recommend you highly stay away from. Another one that I really like is XRP/Ripple. It connects 300 financial institutions globally that frequently do business with each other, so they can send transactions globally very quickly and at very fast speeds. Centralized bank digital currencies are always also looking to use XRP in development of stablecoins, which is the next crypto use case that I will cover. Stablecoins are pegged to stable assets, fiat, mainly USD, as well as commodities such as gold. Um, it's essentially decentralized finance. Businesses have started to pay remote workers using stablecoins. It's used to purchase things online through e-commerce, and Walmart and Amazon have announced that they are looking to develop their own stablecoins where you can purchase things in their stores using their respective stablecoins. Now we hit a new all-time of Bitcoin today. Uh, Today marks July 10th, 2025. Current price of Bitcoin is about $116,000 USD. The historical price of Bitcoin, as you can see, this chart only shows data all the way back from 2012, where Bitcoin was priced at $2. Now it is currently at 115 or $116,000. You can imagine if you bought, a couple Bitcoins, you'd actually be up 5 million%, or an annualized return of over 100% year over year. So that money could have compounded crazily, and it's just a shame to even look at this chart. It's just pitiful, but it is what it is. Currently, the price is at $116,000, and I still believe that you are early in cryptocurrency. It's still a good time to buy. Now, going back to the chart here for a second, in a second, cryptocurrency has a cyclical nature, and this is due to the halving event that occurs every 4 years. So, just some background information, the total supply of Bitcoin is capped at 21 million. Currently, there's 19.7 million Bitcoin that has been mined. You must be thinking, like, what are you talking about mined? How can something digitally be mined? I'll go over that in a moment. Every 4 years, the amount of Bitcoin that can be mined is decreased by half. Currently, 450 Bitcoin can be mined per day. When it was launched, 7,200 Bitcoin can be mined per day. And this creates a large interest in Bitcoin every 4 years. So going back to the chart here for a second, you can see that there's a huge interest in Bitcoin every 4 years. The first observation of that would be in 2014, followed by then a 50% crash in the price of Bitcoin. Then again in 2018, another 4 years later, followed by another again in 2021 and 2022, where we see this huge increase. And then lastly, here we are today, 2025, 2024 and 2025. We see the same thing occurring here. So it's very cyclical in its nature. But so why does Ethereum, Solana, etc. also spike? Well, investors don't like to hold all their eggs in one basket. You don't go in the stock market and you pick out one stock and invest solely in that stock. That's way too risky. So they like to spread out their investments. As well, going back, these other cryptocurrencies have very important use cases that Bitcoin does not have. I will go into how Bitcoin was created and who is the owner of Bitcoin, or rather, not owner, but who invented Bitcoin. That will be in a separate video because that would be quite long to explain. But you can see that these other cryptocurrencies have very valuable use cases that Bitcoin does not have. Investors like these use cases, and they see that it's being recepted well generally by the public, as well as just financially being used more often. Well, let's go back to my earlier points. Hold up, you can mine something digitally? That doesn't make much sense. Okay, so what is internet mining? Okay, so miners are essentially computers that compete to solve very complicated problems. The first of these computers to mine or to solve the problem gets a reward. Currently, it's 3.125 Bitcoin. Every time that a computer mines or solves the problem, a new page is added to Bitcoin's blockchain. This process requires very powerful computers. This is also the reason why GPUs are so expensive. You can thank Bitcoin for that. Yeah. Also, one downside is that this uses a lot of electricity. So you'll see some companies have developed mining rigs and whatnot, where they place them in very cold countries so they can use the cold to release heat from the computers, and as well as putting these rigs in low cost energy cost countries as well, obviously to maximize profits. Now, inherently, there are some risks with Bitcoin. There's a lot of scams that occur in the cryptocurrency space. You can see these headlines here. Some people have impersonated Keanu Reeves. I want to go over a little situation that happened with me. This was way back in the day, maybe 2014, 2015. I built my first computer, and it was powerful enough to mine Bitcoin at the time. My friend introduced me to it, and we started mining Bitcoin together on a computer. At that time, I had maybe $5 to $10 of Bitcoin, and then suddenly one day, the software and the platform that I used got hacked, and my wallet was completely drained of all of my Bitcoin. And it's sad because you can imagine how valuable that Bitcoin would be in today's day and age. That was 10 something years ago. So it is what it is. I was young. I didn't really care too much because it was $5 to $10. It's not that big of a deal. But now looking back, wow, okay, well, I could have actually used that money and continued mining on that platform had it not been hacked. So yeah, just please be careful of any scams that may occur. Inherently, there's also risks. One thing, if you are going to venture out of the main cryptocurrencies that exist, such as Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, XRP, you may experience something like this. This is especially apparent in the meme coin space. These are called rug pulls. where the developer of a cryptocurrency holds a very large amount of supply of the cryptocurrency. Once the price of that cryptocurrency or meme coin has reached a certain price target, they will sell their entire supply and ruin the price of that cryptocurrency. That's exactly what happened here at this chart. You can see that the price has increased significantly. You see a very healthy chart that goes up and to the right, and then suddenly you just see a candle of impending doom. Now, I will say I have invested in meme coins in the past. I've purchased maybe $100 worth of meme coins. I lost it all because of reasons like this. So please do not venture into that space if you do not have a stable amount of income or whatever, or you don't know what you're doing. I would avoid it at all costs. These are called rug pulls. This is a term used in the cryptocurrency space for when this occurs. And lastly, just in general, cryptocurrency is insanely volatile. Since it's not commonly invested in, people with large amounts of money like to manipulate the stock, etc., or just it's not financially backed in any way. So you will see large spikes and falls of cryptocurrency. Some days you'll see 10% gains, and then the next day you'll see 15% losses. This is normal. This is what happens in the space. So just be careful. If you're not used to the volatility, don't invest in it. It will get better over time as more people get involved in cryptocurrency. But at the moment, if you're not comfortable with it, avoid it. It's investing should be up to your comfort limits and what you're okay with investing in. But still, you are still early. If you don't own any cryptocurrency, you are still early. Only 6.8% of the world population owns cryptocurrency. And then of that, or not of that, but only 1.3% of the world population owns Bitcoin. So that huge difference is largely attributed to stablecoins. As I've mentioned, a lot of people are on payroll using stablecoins, but only 1.3% owns Bitcoin, which is its own individual currency that is not backed in any way by the US dollar or by any banks or financial institutions whatsoever. Bitcoin is its own entity, not driven by anything other than the people investing in it. What is the future of crypto looking like? Well, there's going to be institutional adaptation. We've already seen ETFs. We've already seen companies buying crypto, such as MicroStrategy. BlackRock and Fidelity have also purchased large amounts of Bitcoin. Eventually, stablecoins will dominate payments. As I've mentioned before, Walmart and Amazon are already planning on implementing stablecoin purchases for their stores. The tokenization of everything, like real-world assets, real estate. We've already seen that in the U.S. being pushed. Stocks, etc., are being bought on-chain. And as things become more regulated, it increases the legitimacy and reputation of cryptocurrency in general. Eventually, fiat currencies, and this is a huge point, is that with the adaptation of Bitcoin being used in underdeveloped countries and whatnot, it will be seen as perhaps a global currency. Currently, the US dollar is being seen as a global currency, but that could shift over time in the future, where Bitcoin or other cryptocurrencies are being used as the reference point, as the medium in the global economy. So it'll be very interesting to see that. There is a potential that all currency will be transferred into cryptocurrency. I think the global economy is sitting at over $100 trillion worth of currency being in banks or cash or checking or digital. If that transfers over to crypto, we'll see a huge increase of value in cryptocurrency. Let's go over some price targets and predictions that some financial experts have predicted. Bernstein analysts have predicted that in 2025, Bitcoin will be priced at $200,000. Kiyosaki, or otherwise Rich Dad Poor Dad, forecasts 180 to 350,000 for Bitcoin in 2025, and then 1 million by 2030. Kathy Wood, I don't know why that is there. Oh God. Oh man. Oh, she's the one who had a price target of $2,600 for Tesla. Oh, oh, interesting. Oh, okay. Let's just see what she has to say. Maybe she's right. Maybe there's something she doesn't know. She predicts that Bitcoin will be priced at 1.5 million to 2.4 million by 2030. Seems interesting. And then Fidelity, insane prediction of $2 billion by 2038 to 2040. Perhaps they're seeing what I'm saying in my earlier point, where the global economy will eventually shift to cryptocurrency. But this last one is definitely a wild prediction, needless to say. My strategy currently. In my earlier video, in my first video, I mentioned that I'm dollar cost averaging in cryptocurrency, and I'm going to continue doing that. That my plan is to hold long term. I want to hold it for years upon years, 30 years, 40 years, in my lifespan. So right now, I don't really care what the price of Bitcoin is. I care about where it's going in the future. As I mentioned in my earlier video, I purchase $8 of Bitcoin a day, $3 of Ethereum a day, $3 of XRP, and $2 of Solana. And with the recent hit of the all-time highs, you can see that my portfolio is doing quite well. I've seen an 8.5% increase in my Bitcoin, almost 20% in my Ethereum, 15 in my XRP, and Solana at 12%. So that's very nice to see. That's lovely. Now you must be asking, how do I invest? If you're Canadian, you have two really good choices. You either use Kraken or you use Coinbase. I personally use Kraken because I dollar cost average low amounts every day, and Coinbase has a $2.99 fee per transaction, whereas Kraken has a 1.5% transaction fee. So if I'm buying $3 worth of Ethereum, what is the point if I'm going to pay double for the amount of Ethereum that I'm getting? It just doesn't make sense. Kraken is better if you're investing less than $200 per transaction. Coinbase is better if you're investing over $200 per transaction. That's basically the breaking point of where it makes sense to switch over to Coinbase or to Kraken. Both of these are centralized exchanges, so things like taxes and whatnot can be tracked using these exchanges. There are also decentralized exchanges. However, I do not recommend them. If you are a beginner, do not use decentralized exchanges. Those are it's very difficult to track, the government to track your purchases on decentralized exchanges. And so some people basically perform fraud by not tracking their taxes accordingly. So just if you're a beginner and you want to avoid being arrested for anything, I just recommend sticking to what's known, Kraken or Coinbase. Now, when you purchase cryptocurrency on these centralized exchanges, you will be given a wallet address. This is where your crypto will be stored. It is public, so there's no point of hiding it. Every transaction that you make, whether you send money, whether you receive money, it is being tracked on the respective crypto blockchain. It is essentially like your crypto bank account. People can send you money. You can also send them money through this digital wallet. These are also referred to as hard wallets, where money comes in, comes out frequently. But you can also hold your cryptocurrency in a cold wallet, which is essentially like a piece of hardware that is encrypted. I'm sure you've seen these USBs that hold these cryptocurrencies. Typically, they're just safe keep. They can't be hacked. It's literally just on a piece of hardware, whether that's a hard drive or a USB stick. Never give away your seed phrase. I have to say this. No matter what you do not give away your seed phrase that you get when you purchase crypto and you open your first wallet. The moment you do that, you literally are giving away your entire wallet. Anyone can go in and take cryptocurrency from your account. So do not share it with anyone. Keep it to yourself. Write it on a piece of paper. Store it somewhere safe. Never give that information away. That pretty much ties my video for today. Just a very short, beginner-friendly video, just talking about cryptocurrency. Eventually, I'd love to talk more about it. I don't think I want it to be the main focus of my channel, especially since I don't know a whole lot, but the recent all-time high that Bitcoin has hit kind of excited me to make this video and to introduce some other people into it. So I hope you enjoyed. If you did, like, follow, subscribe, please. And please comment on my videos. I'm happy to answer any questions, give you my thoughts and opinions, and please let me know what you would like to see as well from me. Thank you. I appreciate your time, and have a lovely day.